Julien, giving us a French perspective now, please.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Julien Rosenvallon, and I lead the TV measurement for France. So I will tell you about our four-screen measurement approach and vision. So first of all, a few figures. Why do we want to measure four-screen in France? Well, the answer will not surprise you because there are growing usage. On average, a French person spends 6 minutes watching TV on the online screen. So that is an average for all the French population. That is not much. But look at the 3 million people who actually watch TV on these new screens every day. These people spend on average 2 hours, so most of their TV viewing time will be done using those new devices. So it was definitely time to measure those usage. So how do we do that? So the first thing is that we basically rely on two types of assets. Mediametrie has, for over a decade now, some online panels. So we're combining our currency TV panel with our online panels and a new panel that we've built a couple years ago, a single source panel with TV and online data. So all these panel data altogether, they provide demographic data and reach and duplication. But in an online environment, you also want to use, of course, the census data to get precise count. So we combine all these data in a hybrid fashion to provide the four-screen TV measurement. As of now, we are also processing return pass data for TV, but it's still in an R&D phase, and last year we fortunately won an award here at the ICOM. So talking about the methodology is one thing, but there was big question on the French market on how should we report those new audiences. Traditionally, the TV measurement is reporting on consolidated audience, on 3 days, on 7 days. You take all the live programs and you reallocate on a certain days all the people that have been watching these programs 3 days after or 7 days after. In France, it's 7 days. That's interesting, but the problem is that with online TV, there are more programs than those that have been broadcasted. So you need a new way of thinking the TV audience. So we launched what we call the viewing moments, and I saw that Mariana used exactly the same term, so that's good, we're aligned here. So the viewing moments is measuring all the contents from a given channel that have been consumed on a given day. No matter if they've been broadcasted by this TV channel yet or not, if it's a bonus, an exclusive content, we measure it all. So that was the first step for the editorial approach. Then came the question of the GRP, of the advertising measurement. So you know TV as the GRP, online as the impression. You can take GRP and impression and make a delicious juice, but certainly not a GRP. So how should we make a TV plus online GRP? That was a big question that we solved a few months ago now. First of all, for those of you that do not know the formula yet, here it is. I will not get into the details. Just mark one thing. This formula is universal for all the media. And the problem when you want to add two different GRP is not the formula of the GRP, it's the X. And the X is what we call the contact. The contact is defined in very different ways for TV and for online. So we spent a lot of time with the French market trying to figure out how should we define a contact that could be homogeneous between TV and online. After a couple years of discussion, intense discussion with all the market, we ended up with this definition. So we factored two things. We factored the duration and the visibility. Let's say that internet users watch 50% of an ad of its duration with 100% visibility. There will be half a GRP. And good news, that's exactly the way it is being measured for TV. So we are now providing this formula in our custom campaign report with digital ad ratings and XCR. Just to finish, give you an overview of our roadmap. We released a couple days ago now the first big service of our full-screen measurement. We are now providing on a daily basis by program the ratings, the full-screen ratings for each program. And it will be progressively made available to the TV channels that use our tagging system. The next step will be this summer, on the far left, the full-screen TV channel rating. So in this step, we will add the demographic information. In the first step, we will provide that on a monthly basis. And last but not least, the question we wanted to solve was how to enhance the live media planning that we were already providing to the French market. So by the end of this year, we will enhance the media planning ecosystem, the live TV media planning ecosystem, with what we call full-screen live GRP, and we will provide the average ratings of the ad breaks. And this will once again be available by the end of this year. And again, I remind that we are already providing for some time now custom campaign reports with XCR, digital ad ratings plus RTV measurement. So voilà. Thank you very much.